Hello everyone, my name is Dystopic and welcome back to another video. Today's video, guys, of course we're going to be talking about r/NICEGUYS, because why wouldn't we be? And as I saw in the previous video, you guys really enjoyed the first part of this I made, and I promised you I would make a longer version if I thought you guys would like that. So in this one we'll be reading 3 different stories, 2 short ones and then 1 regular sized one. Now if you're new to this channel, I create commentary videos, reviews, news, and reactions. So why don't you check it out after the video. Now let's go straight into the stories. Now the first story I'm going to be reading for you guys, I want to just mention real quick, it is, a little bit of a, shall we say, touchy subject for, younger viewers. So if you're younger, I don't know, you shouldn't really be watching this kind of stuff anyways, but either way, it's just about female stuff, and so that's what this is basically going to be about. But let's go ahead and get on into it, because I think this guy's take is absolutely wild. So the person says, I don't know why you would post stuff about your quote-unquote period. It's disgusting to talk about that openly. Men don't need to hear about such an unnatural thing. And first and foremost, I just want to say unnatural is insane. What do you mean unnatural?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Women quite literally have to deal with this all the time, and you're gonna tell me it's unnatural? This guy doesn't realize that literally his mother, his sister if he has one, anyone and every single woman he's looked at ever is probably 99 majority of the time they have periods. Guess what? It's not weird, it's not disgusting, it's not unnatural. And I've never understood why guys have had a weird take like this. So this is already just rubbing me the wrong way. So the female says, not sure why period is in quotation marks. I'm disgusting then, and a period isn't unnatural. It's literally Mother Nature happening with women. And she's absolutely correct. Obviously, this guy was raised by people who clearly didn't teach him right, because if as a guy, I feel like you should understand that women have to go through this naturally, and instead of like being absolutely a rude loser about it, just be, supportive if a woman has that. And, technically a woman doesn't have to post about her having her period, but also that's not your business to tell her what she can and can't post, especially considering it's not even your body, right? Like, dude, that's her business to post that. Anyways, he goes on to say, I put it like that because it's not even a real thing. Women just say it happens to complain about life. Oh, wow. Okay, buddy, that is actually crazy. Who would say that? This guy is insane. I'm starting to question if this is even real at this point, guys. I don't know what person says that. Saying it's not even a real thing. Women just say it happens to complain about life is crazy. Okay, I'm sorry. I genuinely, if I was in front of this guy, I would, you know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. So he continues on. He says, I'm just giving advice that men don't want to hear about it. I am a nice guy and I'm just trying to help you out. Oh, help her out. Right. Help her out. Give her advice on to not talk about her own body on her own account, which she absolutely can do. Not only are you being a total weirdo for saying that, you are so blind. You are so tone deaf. Like, I can't believe you would even say it's it's not real. Like, first of all, you're denying all of, not only like any woman, you're just not giving any validation. You're saying, nope, your feelings are not valid, and it's just a reason to complain about life. Like, brother, what are you doing? And then he says, he doubles down. He says, I'm dead serious. Do you think I'm stupid or something? I bet you think you're real awesome, huh? Making fun of a nice guy. And then calls her a B-word. Brother, what? Brother, I cannot believe this is real. No one's gonna convince me. This is by far, this episode, this video here is way more interesting than my first r/NICEGUYS. This one ticks me off so bad. I'm freaking out. What person seriously says stuff like this to another human being, especially a woman? What guy treats a woman this way? This is the craziest one ever. Okay, guys, we're starting off juicy, but let's keep it rolling. So let's go into the next story, and we'll see what's going on there. Okay, so this guy here says, "You're so beautiful," and of course, naturally, the woman's or man, they're like, taken. So obviously, that's a good response. If you're taken, just say you're taken. Like, there's no need to continue on the conversation. Just say you're taken. So then he says, did I ask? You know, there's a thing as just being nice. I didn't really think you were beautiful. I saw you and I felt bad because you probably get a lot of people saying you're ugly. See, this one, oh my god, these two stories are gonna kill me. It's just guys coping with the fact that they're either A, stupid and ignorant and don't understand anything about women, or B, they're just sad little pathetic losers and they can't handle rejection. Oh my god. Okay, so he says, but yes, nobody wants you, dog. I got 10 different girls and in my you think I really care about you? Lamau, bye. Yeah, so this guy is just, like I said, he's just really defensive, you know, he can't handle rejection. Clearly his ego can't handle it. So obviously she says, why so hostile? Is a lady not allowed to draw boundaries? No need to be rude, child. And you just admitted to being a player that sleeps around. That's gross. They can have you. I'm too loyal to my partner to act like trash like that. Cheaters never prosper. Bye now. And honestly, that's like probably the best response that this person could have to this kind of guy, because oh my god, what a loser, what a weirdo. Like, who just goes up to someone on there and like, you can't handle the rejection so bad that you just have to be such an asshole. Like, I don't understand these people. And what would you do if some guy just texted you and you're a woman? Like, what? I don't understand how, I mean, I know it's a dark world, but how do people go this long living their life thinking the things these guys think? Like, I don't understand how you can properly function in this world if you act like that. Like, how is anyone gonna like you, bro? You're not gonna have, all of your friends are just gonna be the same type of loser, bad people that you're hanging out with, that you're acting like. So I don't even understand how anyone likes these people. They're probably losers and they're lonely. But anyways, let's go on to the final story here, because I think we need a little bit, we need something that we need a cherry on top. We need something. I'm absolutely out of breath. I'm out of words. These stories they've caused me too much anxiety. Okay, so let's go on to this one. Now, obviously, we don't get a lot of context here, but I guess it's a woman posting a guy or something like that, maybe. But they say, who's he? Thought you weren't looking for anyone. And then the woman responds, LOL, anyone. And then guy goes, what do you mean? Obviously, she didn't really answer that for a little while, but you know, like I said, there's not really a whole lot of context. They say it's a common issue for religious people. And the guy says, right, but I've never lusted over you. The woman just, you know, she shrugs that off, says, that's good, LOL. You know, naturally, it's kind of a weird vibe for the guy to just be like, well, I've never lusted over you. I guess the context from what I'm reading so far is just that they're religious, and he's talking about like men lusting over women and that he never lusted over this woman. Gotcha. Okay, so then he goes on to say, which gives you even more reason to talk to me. Okay, that's a little weird, man. I'll admit. Anyway, so he says, I compliment you on your beauty God gave you rather than lusting over you, which should prompt you to want to talk to me way more than the other guys who lust over you. And then she genuinely doesn't respond because he's just giving the bad pick-me. You see what he's doing? He's laying out the resume of like, this is why you should like me, because I don't lust over you like the men of the world do. And she's totally just like flat out ignoring it. And you can see brother's getting mad desperate because you get the next day and he's still not got a text. Oh, boo-hoo. So it's the next day and he replies to the woman's story and he says, get me off delivered, bro. Holy shit. And then she later texts at 6:55 p.m. She says, that's very sweet, but I'm still not trying to get into anything at the moment. And then bro said, responded a whole day later. Heartbroken emoji. Oh my god, it sucks to be you, brother. You're so sad. You're so alone. She didn't text you. Like, brother, do you see how you're being needy? I'm sorry, but like, genuinely, you're being needy and you're trying to get the attention of this woman and clearly she doesn't want it. I don't understand why you're trying to go after her at this point. And then it continues on. So she says, yes, indeed. He says, and why? Because I'm a free man. But you'll respond to guys who lust over you, got it? Boy, what? Yeah, you heard me. Nah, you weird for that. You're the only guy in my DMs because the other ones give up when I tell them I'm not interested. So don't get your panties into a bunch. I don't know if free man is just like the technical term or if this is actually, you know, a guy talking to a guy. Regardless, I don't think, you know, gender really matters in this scenario, because after that fact, we get here a different Discord message in which we're to assume that the guy who was originally DMing is DM on Discord, of course, and they say, bruh, of course, because they can't spell, and then they go, bruh. And then they go, hey, and then they say, you're fake effing rotten spoiled bitch. You deserve a lustful man, dumb effing C word. This will do numbers on Reddit, and absolutely it did, because guess what? This guy is super needy. Not only does he go from one platform trying to get this person's attention, but he also goes to another, and he's constant talking about that. And you know what? He talks about not lusting over this person, right? But then what is he doing? He's literally constantly trying to get on and get on and get on with this person, and it's literally just him lusting. And I mean, no, you know, we haven't got any hints of sexualness, sure, but he's still like frothing at the mouth to get this person's attention, and it shows how much of a loser this person is. So I don't know, it doesn't get any better than reading r/NICEGUYS. You know, this is the bane of my existence. I love reading it, even though it hurts my soul. Just to think that there are people out there that genuinely act like this is baffling. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments of these stories. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the video? Was it a good one? Let me know. Criticisms, critiques, anything like that. And hey, if you want to see some different stuff I've made, why don't you check out these 2 videos here I made? And why don't you, click the subscribe button if you feel nice to me. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye-bye.